Hi, welcome back to JNP Project YouTube channel and podcast. I'm the host, Miki Miura. In this channel, we talk about everything from how international students can become a nurse practitioner like me, how you can build amazing nurse practitioner career in the United States, and how you can have a great life that has wonderful work and life balance. You just don't want to work and you want to work and enjoy your life. And you work hard, you serve to the community, you completely deserve to live happily as well. And also enjoying your life put the great impact on your work performance as well. So we're going to cover everything. But before we're going to go into today's topic, which is which nurse practitioner specialty should you choose? I just want to introduce my new website. It is usa.janpproject.com, usa.janpproject.com. In this website, I'm introducing my new mentorship program. This is specifically made for international students or international nurses who want to become a nurse practitioner in the United States and build amazing nurse practitioner career. In this mentorship, this is going to be very hands-on. So you're going to have, this is going to be 6-month group mentor program. But every month, you get to have a live coach, live website. It's kind of like a Zoom, but a live. I'm sorry, I keep saying live. So it's going to be on time, live, but a Zoom call with me for 1 hour with your classmates. And in this program too, everything will be in English. You cannot speak any other language but English. This is great for you because obviously if you want to build a career in United States, you need to be able to speak, understand, of course, write to in English. So this is going to be a great practice for you. Also, you can connect with me, with your classmates, and then in the future, the graduates who work as a nurse practitioner. And also, I'm planning to invite my friends who are nurse practitioners in different fields so that they can share their experience with us. Also, you're going to have access to exclusive Facebook page, which is only to the member and the graduates. So you're going to be a part of this very special community. Also, you're going to have a workbook that is compatible with the web online lessons. So this is going to be very, very special. This course, again, is made for international nurses because we have different barriers and struggles, and I feel the pain because I've been there. So this program is very special to me, and this is to help international nurses who dream to become a nurse practitioner in the United States like me. So again, the website is usa.janp.com. I'm sorry, usa.janpproject.com. And I'm going to put the info down below as well. Okay, so today's topic is which nurse practitioner specialty should you choose? Okay, let's dive in. Okay, so today's topic is a big one. Which nurse practitioner specialty should you choose? So in the United States, as of February 2023, there are 5 groups or organizations that provides nurse practitioner certification. And there are 19 nurse practitioner certification out there in the United States. Some of them actually overlaps. They have different names, but they are actually the same-ish. But it's certified by different organization. But there are a variety of nurse practitioner certification. When I say certification, that means that you are certified to practice as a nurse practitioner. You also have to get a APRN, Advanced Practice Registered Nurse license from wherever you go to the state that you want to work. But just make it less complicated. This is just to show that what specialty you're in, or how you were trained, which field you are trained. So there are 19 certification, but you can divide by acute or primary care. Primary care pretty much like a chronic care. So it's outside of the hospital. Most of the time it's, at a clinic or a community health center. And then acute, you can kind of imagine it's within the hospital system. So there are different certification based on acuteness and also population. So there is pediatric, that's for children, to take care of children. Adult, geriatric, which is to take care of older elderlies, or women's health. So there are different kinds. Also depend on the specialty. So there is a psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner, which, just FYI, they make among the nurse practitioner, they make the best in general. Their salary is the best because there's so much need for mental health care in the United States. So the psychiatric mental health nurse practitioners are really hot right now. When you look at the Indeed or website, there's so many job opportunities available for them, but for other nurse practitioners as well. So like I said, there are different kinds of nurse practitioner certification. So first of all, first question that you should ask is, would you like to be specialized, or would you like to get family practice certification? When you look at the statistics, majority of people are certified in family practice. And I have family nurse practitioner certificate as well. And I'll show you why I chose family nurse practitioner certificate over pediatric nurse practitioner, because that was something that I was interested in the beginning. But before I go into my personal experience, let's talk about pros and cons of family nurse practitioner. So for the pro means good things about becoming a family nurse practitioner. So one of the benefit is you can have more career options. So there are so many possibilities of getting jobs with family nurse practitioners, because as a family nurse practitioners, we can work at urgent care, we can work at adult outpatient facility. You can also we can see patients from babies to elderlies. So we cover the whole age spectrum. Generally, family nurse practitioners work in outpatient setting or primary care setting. Some do work in acute care, but I think the trend is acute. For nurse practitioners who work in acute care setting, tend to be for those who have acute care nurse practitioner certification. Although you might be able to get family nurse practitioner certificate, and after graduate from nurse practitioner program, you could go to fellowship and get specialized training, and you could work in a hospital as well. So there are a lot of options. But definitely for family nurse practitioners, we have way more opportunities because we can see babies, we can work at a pediatrics, we can also work at facilities that cater to older people or geriatrics. We can, we can work at a women's health clinic like I do. So by the certification, we are able to see anybody in any different age group, and we can get to choose. So you have more job opportunity. This is especially important if you move, because when you move, even if, let's say, I have experience in women's health, but, for some reason I have to move to other state, and then in the other state, there are not much need for women's health nurse practitioner, but their needs for pediatric. This is just hypothetical. But for me, because I have family nurse practitioner, I could work at pediatric clinic because that's within our scope of practice. So you can choose your specialty without going back to school. For nurse practitioners who are specialized to certain areas, like let's say pediatric nurse practitioners, if the area they live in, there's not much need for pediatric nurse practitioner, they might have to go back to school to get other certification like family nurse practitioner certificate or women's health nurse certificate to get a job because there's no need for pediatric nurse practitioner. This actually happened in Hawaii, and I've seen multiple cases. Although now there are some needs for pediatric nurse practitioners, and I know multiple pediatric nurse practitioners who have jobs. But a little while ago when I graduated, the situation was different. So like I said, because my registered nurse background was in pediatrics, and I always loved taking care of kids. That was one of the reasons why I went into medical field, because I wanted to help children. That was the first thing that came out to my mind. And so naturally I thought, oh, maybe I should do pediatric nurse practitioner. But when I came to Hawaii, I forgot how I got this information, but I heard, and I'm so glad that I got this information because this was true and this was critical information, but I was told that there are not much need for pediatric nurse practitioner in Hawaii, and I will have such a hard time to get a job. And I knew as an international student, I must get a job right away because I only get 1 year of OPT after graduation, which is a temporal work permit for international student. I had to find a job right away. So if I already know that I'm going to struggle finding a job as pediatric nurse practitioner, I thought that is no good. Then I thought about becoming family nurse practitioner. The reason I chose family nurse practitioner is because I can get family nurse practitioner certificate, and I can get to choose working in a pediatric office. But I can also get to work in an adult, outpatient facility or women's health clinic. So I thought this is give me more opportunity to get a job. And I'm so glad that I made that decision, and that is all true. There's so much opportunities for family nurse practitioners. So in terms of career options or job opportunities, family nurse practitioner might be better in that sense. If you are really, into certain field, like you are really into mental health or behavioral health care, you might want to get into psychiatric mental health nurse practitioner program because that's what you really want. There's that you're not going to go into pediatrics because you're not interested. You know that you're not going to go into women's health. You know what you want to do is really behavioral health. Then you should get into that specialty because that's your calling. So pros and cons. But I feel like as an international student, I wanted to have more job opportunities because I needed to get either work visa or permanent residency right after I finish the OPT. So I wanted to make sure I have as much as opportunities available. Con or negative of being a family nurse practitioner is that during the school, because we have to cover all different age populations, we only had like 1 semester for each age population. So like 1 semester for pediatric, 1 semester for adult medicine and geriatrics, and 1 semester for women's health kind of thing. So we learned, but our knowledge at the graduation, our knowledge was so spread out but so shallow. So I end up choosing women's health. I end up choosing to specialize in women's health. And since the graduation, I've been working in a women's health field as a nurse practitioner for 9 years. Initially, it was really hard because I didn't have any background in women's health. So that was hard. But I as during the work, I built my experience. I learned so much, and now I feel very confident to provide care. And I also teach family nurse practitioner students. So there's pros and cons. If you decide to go into specialized nurse practitioner program like women's health, throughout the program, you just do women's health. You just learn about women's health. So at the graduation, you probably feel more comfortable, more confident with your skills and knowledge because your knowledge is very specialized. So there's pros and cons. This is just some ideas with a little bit of idea for international student from my experience. But ultimately, it's up to you. I think because there's so much need for nurse practitioners in general, I believe that there are a lot of opportunities. Either you choose to specialize in certain field or choose to do family practice. But if you know which state you want to live in, you might want to talk to the people in the state. If possible, you want to talk to a nurse practitioner who practice in the state and see if there are need for nurse practitioner in certain specialty. Like I did, I got the information that at the time, pediatric nurse practitioners are not needed in Hawaii. That's why I made that decision. So, because America is so big, it depends on the state. So you want to get those localized information of what's going on, who are needed, because we want it to be needed. If you're needed, if your profession is needed, then you will have more job opportunities. By having more job opportunities, you will get to choose which job to, take. Also, you can kind of negotiate with your potential employers that, I like your offer, I like your workplace, I like you, I would love to work with you, but I have other job offer that offers me a better compensation, better salary, better benefits. So I wonder if you can match up with that. So if you have multiple job offers, you can negotiate and improve your job condition. So that's ultimately what you want to do if possible. Okay, so that's today's topic. Which nurse practitioner specialty should you choose? And I hope this video was helpful. We'll talk in the next episode. All right, you take care. Bye-bye. Aloha.